What's Bangalore really like? Well, today I'm taking you cafe hopping to some amazing places. First, we're going to have an extremely healthy lunch in a very peaceful place. After that, we're going to have, of course, masala chai in a very cozy place. And finally, we're going to end with a delicious dinner. Hi, my name is Ivana and I live in Bangalore. In all my years of living here, I've discovered that Bangalore is an amazing foodie destination, especially if you love cute cafes. I got so many positive responses on the previous video where I went cafe hopping for the first time. In case you haven't seen that video, I've linked it down in the description below. But today I'm excited to take you to even more cafes, so let's hop into the car. Bangalore traffic has significantly reduced due to COVID. Next to that, the construction on the roads in the city has increased, but until now, I've seen quite good results of this with much broader sidewalks and better road quality. Also, spring is here, so it's lovely to drive around with all the blossoms, and it always makes me happy when I spot a nice car on the road. Did you know Bangalore is third on the list of most millionaires in India? Therefore, you can spot some really nice supercars in traffic, and I personally always enjoy that. We made it to our destination. I got here safely thanks to Senicpod, a company which is run by Indian Army veterans, and their fleet is completely electric. I work with the company and you should check out their website and Instagram in the description if you want to know more. That's right, I have brought you back to Indiranagar because something that you really need to know about Bangalore is that just because a neighborhood is one area doesn't mean that that area is not huge. So there are actually a lot of cafes in Indiranagar that you can explore. You can spend, I think, at least a week exploring here and you will not get bored with all the cafes. This is the area that I'm most familiar with and that I like taking you around. However, I do want to get more and more recommendations from you guys. So if you live in a certain area in Bangalore that I haven't covered yet, for instance, Koramangala or Jayanagar, give me all of your recommendations down below, or if you see a cafe that's already being recommended by somebody else, make sure to put a thumbs up on that one. As you can see, we are in a quiet side road of Indiranagar, and fun fact, this road is not just quiet due to COVID, it's actually quiet all the time. There are many of such side streets in Indiranagar. That's why I really love this neighborhood, and you can spend a lot of time exploring here. Just around the corner is where the madness starts. That's where 100 Feet Road is. It's actually where Barbecue Nation is. I talked about that in the previous video. In case you haven't seen that one, I've linked it down in the description below. However, let's get to the cafe of today. The first one, actually we have multiple. This is Santes Spa and Cuisine. I actually already knew this place because of my friend Sheikh Zilla. He has awesome food recommendations on Instagram, but one of you guys also recommended this. Thank you so much. Let's go and let's have some good food here. The first thing that you'll notice about Santes Spa and Cuisine is all the greenery. There are many plants in the outside sitting area, but actually also inside. I'll show you that in a minute. Upon entering the cafe, I first spot the huge window in the front that creates an indoor-outdoor experience. I love this because I can't always sit outdoors due to my laptop, but I love having the outdoor feeling with nature. There's plenty of space between the tables for privacy and social distancing. What I love most, however, are the comfy couches and the view from my table. Santes Spa Cuisine is all about healthy, nourishing food, something we all need in this crazy pandemic, but they also want to make it as yummy as possible. Personally, I get bored from only eating food at home, but I do mind about eating as healthy as possible. At Santes Spa Cuisine, there's so much variety between incredibly delicious foods, but they're either all healthy or a healthified version of a less healthy food. I'm starving, so I decided to go for a filling Korean rice bowl and a refreshing lemongrass iced chai. While I'm setting up my laptop, the iced tea arrives and it looks very refreshing for the current hot Bangalore spring day. The cafe is incredibly peaceful for getting some work done, and very soon, also my Korean rice bowl arrives. Looking at the size of it, the extremely fresh ingredients, and the ambiance of this cafe, I would say the prices are justifiably a bit higher than regular cafes. Let's see if the dish tastes as good as it looks like. We got some kimchi in there, tofu. I'm very hungry, as you can hear. Actually, I first want to try the iced lemon chai because I'm very thirsty. The straw is made of an actual leaf, so that's amazing. Fresh, tasty, spicy, quite sweet, I have to say. So if you wanted less sweet, I would add some water to it to dilute it, but the taste is really, really good. Now let's dig into this bowl. I think during these times all of us benefit from eating healthier, but I don't think that means that you can never eat outside food. So that's why I really, really love a place like this where they serve actual really, really healthy food and a great portion size. I have to say, this is definitely value for money. Let's take a bite of that tofu. Ooh. Oh my, oh my. This is a huge piece of mushroom. Okay, I'll take that first. Actually, it's soya protein. It's spicy but mild spicy. Nothing too crazy. Let's see. I actually also want to get some spinach in there. Perfect balance for the spiciness. In case you don't know, kimchi is spicy fermented cabbage from Korea. Fun fact, there were so many dishes on the menu that I actually wanted to try, but I was so hungry that I was like, okay, I want something exotic. I want something that's filling. This was definitely hitting that spot. With all the recent crazy news, this cafe really feels like a safe space, not just because of the peaceful ambiance, but because the food truly feels nourishing and made with love. I made a right choice with a huge portion size, but now I need to walk it off because I feel too full and we still have some other fun cafes to explore. One of my favorite things about Bangalore have to be the fresh coconut vendors on almost every street corner. Also in the spring, when the leaves of the blossoms start falling, it looks like it's raining flower petals in a lot of places. We've arrived at the next recommended cafe I got from the previous Bangalore cafe video, Infinity. This is a cafe I've always wanted to visit but never got around to. Upon entering, I get super excited about all the varieties of tea they have, but also the cozy ambiance. I am loving it, so thank you for the recommendation. Online I read that the masala chai is amazing and you get a whole pot, so the price is 210 rupees, but I think you can definitely get at least 2 or 3 really full teacups out of this, so I think that's still a reasonable price. Let's try the famous masala chai. That's good. I ordered it with all the spices, ginger, cardamom, pepper. Throw it all in there for me. The place is super cozy to sit. I love the fact that they have AC because my laptop is a diva. It will overheat if there's no AC at this time of the year. It is now April, so Bangalore is starting to heat up. My laptop can't handle that. And here I could definitely see myself working for an afternoon, but right now I'm just gonna have chai. And it's an absolutely perfect place for a chai break. The cafe is quite open and spacious, so it also makes me feel safe to sit here for a while. But I got a bit hungry again and I've been looking forward to visiting the next place for so long that I decided to save all the room in my tummy for a good dinner. Welcome to La Vonne, the French culinary school in Bangalore, which also has a cafe. I was surprised to see so much variety in the dishes on the menu for such incredibly reasonable prices. From breakfast to dinner, healthy and indulgent, there's a delicious meal here for every craving. Another recommendation by my friend Sheikh Zilla. Yes, the guy really knows his food. Now, I have ordered food from La Vonne before, so I knew that it was impeccable. But I did not know that the cafe is actually so cute, that there's so much space to sit, and now I actually want to work here, but it's the end of the day, so I'm just gonna have dinner. This salad looks phenomenal, nothing less than that. Look at that burrata, look at those figs, look at that beautiful beetroot, the whole layout of the plate. Holy moly, and for this price, this is crazy value for money. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's try this. food that makes you dance. That is what we need in these times. That burrata is so creamy, the figs are so fresh, nothing too sweet. It's very light, exactly what I needed, because obviously we all need to boost our immunity in these times. Incredible. I wish I had room for dessert because the desserts look out of this world. They really look nothing less than the pastries in the bakeries of Paris. So I think we will have to come back here because I need to try those pastries. But right now I really am super full. Oh my goodness. Wow. I ordered a matcha orange tea. Now I'm not a huge fan of matcha, but matcha orange tea sounded very interesting and I just wanted to try something new. So oh, it's actually green tea orange. I don't think I would necessarily reorder the tea, but it is actually very refreshing. Exactly what I needed on such a full stomach. But the salad, I am in love with the salad. Looking at the prices, I think it's incredible value for money. The ambiance is beautiful. The desserts, oh, they look so good. I feel bad that I can't have it, but I'm just too full. I think I will definitely come back here. I love the salad so much that I got one to go for my flatmate. Also important to mention that there is an outdoor seating area which I think will be brilliant during monsoon season. The total bill turned out to be almost 800 rupees, which I think is fair. This was the perfect end of a cafe hopping day in Bangalore, and if you enjoyed it, make sure to share this video with friends and family too, so there's something to look forward to when the cafes reopen in Bangalore. If you are watching this while we are still living through the pandemic, then you probably already know that the situation right now has significantly shifted. When I came home after this evening, it was announced that food and drinks from restaurants or other cafes in Bangalore are only available for takeaway. Of course, I completely understand if you don't feel safe ordering food out, but at the same time, I would urge you to order some food and drinks from these places if you do get bored from home-cooked food, because we also need to support our local businesses. If you are watching this from the future, congratulations, you have survived what we are all living through right now. So make sure to check out these places, share them with your friends and family so you can all go there. If you would like to join more than 225,000 subscribers who enjoy watching my videos regularly, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Put a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video and would like to see more like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!